Hi guys, it's Nina Washington, your local hemp addict. I have been asked to do a video on foam rolling for fibromyalgia and muscle issues. So I do have fibromyalgia. I was diagnosed by my rheumatologist a couple of years ago. And one of the things that helps keep my muscles from locking up is using a foam roller. You can see I have a collection of them. This one I use a lot. This one I use for specific areas between my back or on my neck. You can get, peanut style for going up and down your spine. This is an evil, smaller peanut that hurts more, but it really gets into them little crunchy places. And then we have the ball from hell, and this is a lacrosse ball. And I use this for very targeted stuff, like if I have this muscle here that's starting to lock up, I'll lean against the wall and roll it up and down with the pressure of my body. And what this does is it kind of beats those muscles into submission and stops them from locking up. I'm not going to lie, it hurts. It hurts like hell. But it's worth it because it keeps me from being crippled. So I'm going to show you what I do fairly quick. And when you first start doing this stuff, it's going to hurt a lot. You're going to need to do it every day so that you get the flexibility and you work out the muscles. The more you do it, the less it will hurt. That being said, I'm going to be totally honest. I haven't done this in 2 or 3 days now, so it's going to hurt. So if you hear me swearing, I apologize, but it is what it is. I also, just FYI, I use this ball on my feet and stand on it, and boy, it hurts, but it really stretches out, and all these tendons and stuff that'll pull on here. So all of this stuff is connected. If you're having hip issues or anything like that, low back issues, you should definitely be rolling. It's like going to a masseuse, only it doesn't take very long and it's free. So I'm going to show you my basic, for my shins. I will do this and just basically sit on it and roll it up and down. And boy howdy, do you know you're doing it. Now, if you need more, you can always take the ball or the peanut and roll on it, For my calves, I tend to use the larger ball. I'm not going to do that today because it's kind of awkward and y'all don't need to see that. I should have tied my hair back, but so your IT bands connect here and go all the way up to here, and these tend to shorten as people get older. They kind of think of like a woman's menstrual pad with wings. They kind of come up and go out and then come back around, so they have that kind of weird shape. And what happens is, as these bands tighten, they put pressure on your bursa sac and create bursitis because it gets upset because it's being squeezed and it swells. So if you want to stop that, that's how you do that. I had hip issues for years. I always thought it was how I was walking or, something. And turns out it was just my IT bands giving me fits. I haven't had any issues with my hips since I started doing it. So to do that, you're going to want to roll this out. make sure you get the back side of the leg, and then the side, and then the front of your thighs. And you will feel it. It burns when you do it. And when you get to a really sore spot, a hot spot, you can always stop and rock. Like I said, the more you do this, the less it hurts. But if you get busy or whatnot, you'll know it. You can use several different things on your glutes. They are big muscles, so don't forget to do them. The round single ball works really well. Or this thing, I just sit on it and basically grind it into my butt muscles, which is always, a really good time, boy. And if you're really hardcore, you can use that little white ball on your butt muscles, and trust me when I say you will know exactly where your sciatic nerve is when you hit it, because it's painful. For my lower back, I roll on this, or I use the single ball, or if I'm having trouble just right at the spine, I'll use the peanut. But this works really well for doing that area right where a woman's bra strap would be. And you get a little bit of a core workout doing this. And your dog gets to help. Oh, God. Boy, howdy. Okay. So, I have a lot of arm issues. My arms have always been a huge problem for me. So, I roll them out, start like that, and put all your weight, your upper body weight, onto that tricep. And then to do the bicep, I stick it between my legs in this wonderful position and just roll it back and forth. Now for these muscles in here, when they start acting up, I use the small peanut and roll them, or I'll use the white ball and I will lean on it and roll it like that. You'll have to play with it and see, one, what your ability is and what you can do, and two, how much you're willing to look like a crazy person doing it. But it really has kept me out of a wheelchair, and for that I'm grateful. I'll go through it and I'll do it. So thank you. I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, call me. Bye.